Welcome back to Exploring Whiskey. This is the February cocktail edition. What do you got? What do you got for us?
Yeah, what are we doing for Feb?
We got the fitting. Today's International Scotch Day.
That's correct.
Figured we would do the Churchill.
Winston Churchill, right?
Yeah, named after the great Winston Churchill.
And the boy loved drinking his whiskey
stogie?
and smoking the stogie. Yeah. Not in the house, sir.
I thought about smoking the glass with this stogie, but I thought, your wife would get pretty mad about
She would not have enjoyed that. No, she would not have enjoyed that. The Whiskey Tribe, they actually did an experiment of trying to do what Churchill did in a normal day. So he would start in the morning with about a 50-50 Scotch and water. And then as the day went through, less water, more Scotch. But he drank all day long. He also ate like 2 or 3 steaks a day. He had 9 or more stogies a day. And they failed, but they did well.
They donated comparatively to science.
I have no idea.
Different caliber of man back then.
Well, he took naps regularly.
Because he claimed to never get drunk or have a buzz. Come on.
Scotch cocktail.
Yeah.
So as Adam mentioned, International Scotch Day on February 8th.
Yep.
Yeah.
February.
So in nod to that, we are going to do close.
Yeah. It's actually better, right? I mean, a little bit better?
It's a little bit better. A little bit better.
Churchill loved the red, Johnny Walker red label. That was his go-to. And we figured we
didn't have that. But we had the black label. So we're going to go with that.
Yeah, everything but that.
Exactly. Yeah. We got the 18, we got the black, the gold, we got the Jane Walker, but no red label. So
no red label.
We're going to go with this. All right. We're going to step away. We'll let Adam work his magic with the cocktail and maybe a little bit of history mixed in. And we'll be back when the cocktail is made.
Named after Winston Churchill, as you said, famous world leader, former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and one of the most famous whiskey drinkers I can think of. I mean, pretty popular guy. Loved Scotch. Churchill apparently began to dabble in Scotch out of necessity, is what he said. He was interviewed by Harry Truman's daughter. And it's a great quote. I got to read this. It's solid. So when he was a young soldier in the South African War, the water was not fit to drink. To make it palatable, we had to add whiskey. And by diligent effort, I learned to like it. So he struggled to drink water, so he drank whiskey with it. And like we said earlier, he drank all day, apparently. A little bit in the morning, throughout the day. Real funny story about how apparently he liked it more than bourbon. He was riding with Truman on another trip from America. They were at a train coming from D.C. and they got to Virginia. Harry Truman poured him a bourbon, said, let's have some whiskey, poured him a bourbon. And he said, my dear Harry, this is good, but this isn't whiskey, this is bourbon. Stopped the train, made an errand boy go get a bottle of scotch, and he wouldn't let the train roll again until he had that scotch in his hand. So, love the scotch. Cocktail was created by Joe Gilmore. Bartender out of London. He worked in the Savoy Hotel American bar. It's one of the oldest cocktail bars in London, still around. He apparently made cocktails for a lot of famous people. Neil Armstrong, Sinatra, Ronald Reagan before he was a president. Real well-known bartender. He loved Churchill though. Created his own little private entrance to the bar in the hotel. They shared a lot of smokes together. And he also kept his favorite, well, not the one we have here, but his favorite pour of scotch, so that every time he came in, he had his own bottle behind the bar. It's funny that Churchill didn't really like cocktails. He probably wouldn't like this one, but that didn't stop Gilmore to honor him by making this cocktail. Apparently he dabbled in a little bit of champagne and wine, but he didn't like cocktails. This was printed in the Esquire magazine in 1939. It was popular in the 40s. It's a Scotch forward. Some people call it even a Churchill Manhattan, which it's not really Manhattan. Besides the Sweet Vermouth component, it's got juice. It's a shaken cocktail rather than a stirred cocktail. So any blended will do. We're going to do the black label. So yeah, ingredients. Scotch, black label, as I mentioned. We're going to do a Sweet Vermouth. We're going to do the Koki because it's awesome. I guess the main ingredient, this is the most important, is the Cointreau. It requires Cointreau. I think that's where you're getting your sweetness. It's going to play with the notes of the Scotch. Lime juice as well. tools of the trade. Shaken cocktail, so you want a shaker. Strainer. This can kind of go both ways. This cocktail is served neat. We don't have any coupes tonight because someone might have forgot to bring them over. So we're going to be serving this one on a big cube to check it out. So we're going to strain it a little bit of the extra ice off with a double strainer. Anyway, if you're doing it neat, you're going to need this anyway. So double strain cocktail, your jigger. All right, so first off, 1.5 ounces of your Scotch. Like I said, we're going to be doing close as we can get to the red label, doing the Johnnie Walker Black. And the rest of the components are 1/2 ounce, so pretty easy cocktail to remember, easy one to make. Using the Koki, but apparently Dolan is another really good one, the Rouge. Next time I'm going to try to make it with that, so check out the difference. But 1/2 ounce Sweet Vermouth. 1/2 ounce of Cointreau. 1/2 ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice. Gonna add some ice to our tin here. Like I said, it's traditionally served neat, so at the beginning of this, you'd want to chill your coupe or your Nicodor or whatever you're going to use, but since we're using a cube, no need. Double strain. Some people don't garnish this drink, but I got a little lime twist we're going to express over the top. Give it a nice little twirl, set that on top of the cube. There we go, the Churchill.
Well, all right. I'm interested. The lime juice is kind of got me very interested in this guy.
The lime and the orange. I mean, I get it, but yeah, we'll see. Let's go.
All right. Yeah, man. Like the nose. Again, yeah, the lime and the orange kind of do come off. That's the primary note.
It's kind of like drinking a margarita with a mezcal. You get a little bit like that.
Yeah, it's almost like that smoky mezcal flavor.
Okay.
Yeah. It's more of a daiquiri to me than a Manhattan play.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you could swap out tequila.
Oh yeah, easy.
Oh, I'm sure tequila would play fine.
Maybe neat. I don't know.
Maybe neat would be a little bit different.
It's gonna be brighter, but I don't know. And I got to try it with the Dolan. Maybe the Dolan makes a huge difference. The difference of the vermouth. But I don't really get the notes of the. I don't really get the normal.
No, I'm not getting a chocolatey kind of note that sometimes you get off of that little bit sweeter chocolate note. I like just a little hint of smoke that comes through from the Scotch.
Yeah.
That's nice. Like it's just a neat play against a brighter lime.
Yes. It's orange. Yeah, I get lime, orange, then there's that smoke.
Like smoke just kind of floats towards the end. Yeah, I can't say the vermouth comes through all that much.
No.
I mean, it just obviously adds to the sweetness, but the juice in this.
Yeah, are the stars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
they show up the most.
For sure.
And the Scotch just kind of.
I think maybe he was trying to pull off as a cocktail, maybe to start your morning off. Like he used to drink his Scotch in the morning. This is a good morning. I could say. I mean, I'm drinking play golf.
Juice. I'm healthy.
Boys like some golf. I could see hitting one of these before doing something.
This could be a very good morning golf drink.
Before work.
Breakfast beverage.
Yeah, while the ladies are doing mimosas, I could smash a couple of these guys.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna play with this a bit.
Just a touch of the smoke at the end. That's the part I find really. That makes it a very interesting cocktail because a lot of times you're not going to get something like that. You're just not going to get the little bit of a smoky note that kind of plays through the very end of that.
Now I do definitely want to try neat because now I feel like mine's getting a little watered down.
Yeah, even though we're smashing it.
Yeah.
I think these two together taste like OJ. It tastes like freshly squeezed.
It kind of does.
You know?
It really does.
Scotch and OJ. Well, no, I like it. I'm gonna play with the ingredients. Like I said, I'm gonna try a Dolan.
A different vermouth.
Maybe I don't know. Both ways. I'd like to see a really smoky, a real peaty one, and then maybe like a monkey shoulder, something really just
like a multi-funky
mild, like
guy.
a multi-funky. Yeah, I like it.
I wonder if you could go like a little fruity. That
See,
could be
that's what I
interesting,
think
too.
that golden will do.
Glenlivet.
The Glenlivet Caribbean finished one could be interesting as well.
That's what I love about making drinks, though. Really, like even sometimes when they don't turn out like stellar, I immediately go, okay, this is what I'm gonna do different.
Okay,
This is the
That's how
tweak.
I'm gonna build on it.
These are little tweaks.
Yeah.
And then you get to the point where you're like,
Got it.
That's the one. I like it.
Hone your craft, people. Start your morning with a Churchill and a cigar.
There you go.
Yeah.
Or 9.
Well, not a Churchill, fitting for International Whiskey Day.
Absolutely.
for sure.
So
Scotch. International
Scotch, sorry,
Scotch.
International Scotch.
Yeah.
Then it is a whiskey, but
It is.
True.
No, International Scotch Day. Good cocktail, man.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it.
You can add that to the breakfast menu.
Yeah.
Going forward for sure.
Absolutely. This is a great brunch cocktail.
Right, well, next month it's going to be St. Patty's Day.
That's right.
Little
Gotta do an Irish cocktail.
Irish cocktail.
Oh, Irish whiskey.
Irish whiskey cocktail.
We still got some of that. Napogue, the castle. You still got some of that?
Yes.
Oh yeah, baby.
Wheels are already turning.
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, we hope all of you out there enjoyed Adam's February cocktail. I know on this side of the camera we did.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe have a second one when we're done filming.
Yep.
Well,
There's another Scotch there.
yeah. Well, again, we hope you enjoyed it. If you did, as always, we'd love you to support the channel and hit that like button at the bottom of the screen.
Hey, we're going to throw a link right up here. Another cocktail episode. Maybe. If you don't like Scotch, maybe try the bourbon one. You know, we've got a lot of different cocktails. A lot of options.
And this guy, I was even thinking, and after hearing that he made one for Sinatra, that's gotta be good. Come on.
Yeah.
The Sinatra? We gotta look that up.
Yeah. All right.
Coming soon.
Well, excited. Again, this one's good. Excited to see what you come up with for the March one.
That's right.
All right. Well, thanks for watching.
See you on the next episode.
Cheers.
Cheers.